Today we are discussing the order of a chemical reaction. Yesterday we discussed how to write the rate of a chemical reaction and how to write the rate law and rate equation. So the rate of a reaction is directly proportional to the concentration of the reactant in the reaction. So the order means, the definition of the order is very important. Order means it is the sum of the power of the concentration term of the reactant in the rate law or rate expression. So consider a reaction small a of capital A plus small b of capital B gives the product. Then how will you write the rate of a reaction? Rate is equal to R is equal to dx by dt, that is the change in concentration of the reactant, divided by dt, change in within the short period, that's equal to K into concentration of A, that is capital A to the power A, into concentration of B to the power B. Yesterday we discussed that the power A and B may or may not be equal to the number of the molecule which is entered in the stoichiometry of the chemical reaction. And we are already discussed that the rate law and rate equation is experimentally determined quantity. Similarly, order of a chemical reaction is also the experimentally determined quantity. So we can say the rate of a chemical reaction in terms of capital A, that is concentration of A, or in terms of capital B. But that is the order of a chemical reaction with respect to that particular starting material or particular reactor. So that's why here it is written that A is the order of a reaction with respect to capital A and small b is the order of the reaction with respect to reagent capital B. Then overall order of a reaction is expressed is small a plus small b, that is the sum of that is we already discussed the definition. The order of a chemical reaction is the sum of the power of the concentration term expressed in the rate law. And order of a chemical reaction need not be an integer. It must be zero or fraction order, etc. So certain reactions do not have an overall order. We will discuss later. So one of the example for the fractional order is equal to, here it is written that the rate is equal to, rate is expressed in V is equal to K into concentration of A to the power half into concentration of B to the power 1. So rate may be fractional order. Okay, that depend upon the chemical reaction. As we discussed yesterday, some reaction consisting of multiple steps. So we have to take the slowest step in the chemical reaction. The rate of a reaction is purely depend upon the slowest reaction in the chemical reaction. So we must note the concentration of the concentration term which is entered in the slow step. That's why it is appeared half, which is only determined by the experimentally. So second example is rate of a reaction. Here it is represented by V. V is equal to only K. Here there is no concentration term. That means the order of a chemical reaction is 0. So order must be 0 or fractional order or integer, etc. Okay. Then how will you determine the K value, rate constant? Rate constant is determined, that we discussed at the end of the class. Okay. Next we are moving into the molecularity of a chemical reaction. The molecularity of a chemical reaction means it is the number of the molecules entered in the particular chemical reaction. As we discussed earlier, the if a chemical reaction consisting of multiple steps, so we have to take only the slowest step and take the number of the molecule which is entered in the slowest step in the chemical reaction. That will be the molecularity of that particular reaction. So the difference between the molecularity and order is a very important question. So the order means it is, as we discussed, the sum of the power of the concentration term in the rate law or rate equation, and molecularity is the number of the reacting species which collide to result in the chemical reaction. That is number of the molecule which is entered in the chemical reaction. But molecularity must be an integer. It should not be a negative value or zero fraction order. We cannot take half of molecule. Okay, we cannot take 1.5 molecule. So molecularity may not be zero and fraction, but order may or may not be zero or fraction order. And molecularity is only a theoretical concept. The value is derived from the mechanism of the reaction. But order is an experimental quantity and we can derive from the rate law depending upon the slowest step. Next, the slow step of a chemical reaction that determine the speed at which the overall reaction proceeds. I already discussed that if some cases the reaction following two or more step or multi-step reaction in which the rate of a reaction is only depend upon the slowest step. Here it is represented in a complex reaction. The overall reaction is represented as NO2 plus CO gives NO plus CO2. But the reaction occurs in two steps. First is the very slow step, second is the very fast step. So the rate of a reaction is only depend upon the slow step. Okay, so rate is equal to K1, that is equal to concentration of NO2 and concentration of NO2, that's equal to K1 into NO2 twice. Next we are moving into pseudo unimolecular reaction. That is also very important question. So pseudo reactions, pseudo unimolecular reaction or pseudo first order reaction. Pseudo means the word mean false. Okay, so the reaction, sometimes the reaction having molecularity out or greater than or equal to 2. So the order of the reaction is 1. That type of the reaction is called pseudo order chemical reaction. So pseudo means false. So consider the example. The definition of the pseudo order reaction is very important. Consider the chemical reaction ester hydrolysis. Ester plus water gives acid plus alcohol. So this is the equation. Here in this equation we can see that the two reactant ester and the water. So naturally the rate of a reaction is proportional to the concentration of the ester and concentration of the water. So we will expect a second order reaction because the rate of reaction is equal to K into concentration of ester into concentration of water. So if you are summing up the power of the concentration term, 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So naturally we are expecting the order of a chemical reaction is 2, but actually it is 1. Okay. See, note this reaction. This reaction appeared in the two cases. First is in the first order reaction, but in the same equation is appeared in the second order. But only the difference is that if you are writing this example in pseudo first order reaction or first order reaction, the concentration of the water is less influence. This is mainly due to in the ester hydrolysis, if you are using the excess quantity of the water, we cannot consider the concentration of the water. That's why the rate of a reaction is only depend upon the concentration of the ester. That's why it is known as pseudo unimolecular reaction. The rate of a reaction is only depend upon the concentration of the ester. See here, the rate is equal to K into concentration of the ester. And there is another example. Order of a reaction is the 1, but molecularity of the reaction is 2. See here, it is very important. Order of the reaction is 1. But molecularity of the reaction is 2. This is mainly due to the two molecule, water molecule and ester molecule is involved in the chemical reaction. Thus the order of the reaction is 1, but the molecularity of the reaction is 2. Okay. Now we are moving into the unit of a reaction rate constant. What is the unit of a rate? Unit of a rate is equal to the difference in or change in concentration divided by change in time. What is the unit of a concentration? It is moles per liter divided by second. So unit of a rate is equal to mole second inverse liter inverse. Then what is the unit of a first order reaction? Okay, or otherwise the unit of a first we have to start from zero order. Okay, so what is the unit of a zero order reaction? Then how will you determine the zero order reaction? We are moving to the first slide. See here in this example 2, the rate, here it is represented by V. V is equal to K. Okay, so K is equal to, the unit of K is purely equivalent to the unit of a rate. So we are discussed the unit of the rate is equal to mole per second inverse liter inverse. So the unit of the so the unit of the rate constant in a zero order reaction is the same, mole liter inverse second inverse. Now how will you determine the first order reaction? Now we are moving into the first slide. See the example 1. The rate of a reaction is equal to K into concentration of A to the power concentration of the A into concentration of B. So this is a second order reaction. Sorry. So for a first order reaction, rate is equal to dx by dt. That's equal to K into concentration of the A. Okay. The unit of rate is equal to mole second inverse liter inverse divided by the concentration of the A, that is mole per liter. So it is mutually cancelled. Mole and liter inverse is mutually cancelled. So we will get only S inverse. So the unit of the first order reaction is S inverse. So what will be the unit of second order reaction? Second order reaction is equal to dx by dt is equal to K into concentration of the A into concentration of the P. So K is equal to dx by dt divided by concentration of A into concentration of P. Okay. So in the numerator we have the unit mole second inverse liter inverse divided by mole per liter square. So we will get the unit as mole inverse liter second inverse. Hope you understand the topic. So today's class, the definition of the order and the difference between order and molecularity and pseudo order reaction and unit of a reaction is very important, a frequently asked university question.